Hello viewers, if you are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Also, click on the bell icon so that you get the latest information about the videos that are uploaded. Hello students, welcome back to the new video. In this video, we are going to continue the ongoing chapter number 3, Synthetic Fibers and Plastics. In today's session, we will discuss about plastics and the environment. First of all, let us discuss biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. A material which gets decomposed through natural processes is called biodegradable. See, there are some bacteria called decomposers in the soil. So, this bacteria or decomposers can act upon certain materials and break down them into its constituent particles. So, these constituent particles can easily mix with the soil. So, such materials which can get decomposed or decayed by the natural processes through the action of the decomposers is known as biodegradable materials. Now, which materials can decompose easily? Examples: the organic materials like plant waste, animal waste, paper, cotton cloth, woolen cloth, jute and wood are all biodegradable materials. Here we can see that all these materials mentioned now are either obtained from plant or animals. So, all the organic materials, that is the materials which are obtained from animal or plants, can be decomposed through natural processes, and such materials are known as biodegradable materials. Biodegradable materials rot away with the time and hence do not cause pollution in the environment. So, as we have seen, by the action of decomposers, these biodegradable materials get rot and it mixes with the soil. So, they do not cause any pollution in the environment. Therefore, we can say that the biodegradable materials are environment friendly. So, which materials are called environment friendly? Biodegradable materials, that is the organic materials which are decomposed by the action of bacteria are called biodegradable materials and they are environment friendly. Further, a material which is not easily decomposed by natural processes is called non-biodegradable. Plastics, glass, tin, aluminium cans and other metal objects are non-biodegradable. So, what are non-biodegradable materials? The materials which are not easily decomposed by the natural processes are called non-biodegradable materials. Here the examples are given as plastics, glass, aluminium cans and other metal objects. If you look at these objects, you can see that these objects are not coming from animals or plants. They are either made by men or are obtained from the earth, that is from the soil. So, this type of materials are called inorganic materials. So, what we can say about non-biodegradable materials? That inorganic materials which are not easily decomposed or rot by the natural processes are called non-biodegradable materials. So, these non-biodegradable materials do not rot away on their own and hence cause pollution in the environment. So, we can easily say that non-biodegradable materials are not getting rot away by the natural processes. That means they remain in the soil forever or at least for long time. Therefore, they cause environmental pollution. So, what we can say about non-biodegradable materials? We can say that non-biodegradable materials are not environment friendly. The table given here gives us an idea about the approximate time taken by the different waste to degenerate. First one, peels of vegetables and fruits, leftover foodstuff, etc. They take 1 to 2 weeks for degeneration. Therefore, we classify them as biodegradable. Next, paper. Paper takes 10 to 30 days for decomposition. Therefore, it is termed as biodegradable. Next, cotton cloth. Cotton cloth takes 2 to 5 months for decomposition. Therefore, it is termed as biodegradable. Next, wood. Wood takes 10 to 15 years for decomposition and hence it is termed as biodegradable. Next, woolen clothes. Woolen clothes take about an year to decompose. Therefore, it is termed as biodegradable. Now, tin, aluminium and other metal cans. All these materials takes nearly 100 to 500 years for degeneration or decomposition. Therefore, we classify them as non-biodegradable materials. Next, plastic bags. Plastic bags take several years for degeneration. Therefore, these plastic bags are classified as non-biodegradable materials. Now, let us discuss the topic plastics and environment. When we go to the market, we usually get things put in plastic bags or wrapped in plastic sheets or packed in plastic cartons. After we reach home, the plastic bags, plastic sheets and plastic cartons are no longer needed and become a waste. So this is our routine. What is that? When we go to a market for shopping, we get the things either in the plastic bags or wrapped in plastic sheets, or it may be packed in the plastic cartons. But after reaching home, all these things like plastic bags and sheets and cartons becomes a waste. This is just one way in which the plastic waste keep on getting accumulated in our homes. Ultimately, the plastic wastes are dumped along with the household garbage. The use of plastics has a bad effect on the environment. See, in this way, that is just for shopping we go and bring the plastic things, and after that we will keep that plastic materials in our home for some time, and ultimately these plastic wastes are dumped along with the other household garbage. And we have already seen that the plastic is a non-biodegradable material. Therefore, the use of plastic has a bad effect on the environment. The use of plastic materials affects the environment because of the following reasons. Now let us see what are the reasons by which the plastic materials affect the environment. Number 1. The plastic is non-biodegradable. So, the articles made of plastics do not rot when they are thrown away after use. The waste plastic articles keep on accumulating in the surrounding and pollute the environment. The main problem with the plastic is that it is a non-biodegradable material. That means it is not rot or decayed by the natural processes. So, the articles made of plastics, when we throw away after use, they keep accumulating in the surrounding, and ultimately the accumulation of these plastic materials in the soil pollute the environment. Number 2. The used plastic articles thrown here and there carelessly get into the dirty water drains and sewers and clog them. This makes the dirty drain water to flow over the streets and roads, causing unhygienic condition. So, what happens? After the use, we throw the plastic articles here and there. They may get into the water drains, that is dirty water drains and sewers, and block them. So, if the sewers are blocked by the plastic articles, then that dirty water may flow into the streets and roads. So, the dirty water flowing over the roads and streets cause very unhygienic conditions. So, this is the way the plastic articles are causing the environmental problem. Number 3. Sometimes the animals eat up the used polythene bags or plastic wrappers along with the leftover food and vegetable waste thrown on garbage dumps. The plastic waste can choke the respiratory system of these animals or form a plastic lining in their stomach. This can cause the death of these animals. So the third way in which the plastic is causing the problem is that the animals eat away these polythene bags or plastic wrappers along with the leftover food. See, we throw the leftover food and vegetable waste in the garbage dumps, but the animals go there and start eating this leftover food and vegetable waste. But along with the food, they may eat up the polythene bags or the plastic wrappers also. Now, what happens if this plastic waste enter into their body? This plastic waste choke the respiratory system of these animals and ultimately they die. Or this plastic may form a lining in their stomach, and this can also cause the death of these animals. Number 4. When the plastic waste materials are burnt, they produce poisonous gases and fumes which pollute the air. So, if we cannot throw the plastic materials in the environment or into the soil, and if we start burning that, then what happens? These plastic materials, when burnt, they produce poisonous gases and fumes which can pollute the air. We know that the plastic materials are made of chemical substances. So when they are burnt, they give out the gases which are harmful to the environment and also to the human beings and other animals. In this way, the burning of the plastic also pollute the air. See students, in the previous class, we have learned the many qualities of plastics which makes it a much sought after material in every field of our life. But the disposal of plastic waste is a major problem. This is because of the following two big disadvantages of plastics. So, there are many advantages of plastics. Against that, there are some disadvantages also. Let us see which are they. First one, the articles made of plastics are non-biodegradable. Therefore, they do not decompose easily. This causes a great problem in the disposal of plastic waste. So, plastic waste cannot be disposed of easily. So, what is the number one problem? The disposal of plastic waste. What is the reason for that? Because the plastics are non-biodegradable. They are not decomposed by the decomposers or by the natural processes. Therefore, they remain in the environment and cause environmental pollution. Therefore, we can say that the plastic waste cannot be disposed of easily. The second disadvantage is that the burning of plastic waste gives out harmful gases which pollute the air. Burning process in the synthetic material is quite slow and it does not get completely burnt easily. So, it is not advisable to dispose of the used plastic articles by burning. So, we have seen that the plastic materials are not decomposed by the natural processes. Then can we burn them? No. Burning of plastic waste gives out the harmful gases and fumes which pollute the air. And also the synthetic materials which are made up of chemical substances, the burning process is quite slow and it does not completely burnt. Therefore, it is not advisable to dispose the used plastic articles by burning. That means we cannot burn the used plastic articles to dispose of. So students, I hope you have understood these topics very well. But still, if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. I will surely try to solve it as early as possible. Here are some review questions. Please solve it in your notebook. Thank you.